Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited to be sharing with you guys my very first range come shop with me. So I've never actually filmed a come shop with me or a haul with the range before. We've just had one open up this week and it's very local to me, so I decided to go down and check it out. So if you guys gonna see what they had in store, then make sure to stick around. So I've actually only ever been to one range store before, and that was actually at the start of the first lockdown, I believe, when everything started to open up again. So I'm gonna show you guys what there was. So to start off with, I'm obsessed with the little planters they've got, and then they had like a really big like animal theme, so I had a lot of elephants and a lot of like chimpanzees and giraffes and things like that in store, which I did really like, and I thought it was quite cool, quite nature and wildlife themed. Then they had some other kind of just bits of like novelty decor that I thought looked really cute. And then talking about novelty things, these are all kind of the novelty Christmas toys and gifts. So you get like a mug that you can hold cookies in and things like that. So it's nothing special, but it's kind of just little novelty stocking fillers really. So I had a quick look around this section, and then I moved on to this other part which had so many different like clocks and again wall art decor and things like that. There's so many different like candle holders too, which I really liked. And then this is one of the first things that you actually saw when you walked into the store, and these candle holders I was so obsessed with. I love how you can see like the snow falling on the ground, and then this is something that I was actually quite tempted by for my desk, but I felt like no one would be able to see it anyway because it'd be behind where I'm filming, so it'd be pointless. The next section, which is just a little stall, and I really like this little tray here because I thought it'd be so practical to kind of put little items like bits of jewellery and little things like that on it, but I'd have nowhere to put it in my room, so it just wasn't that practical. And then these are all like really pretty and glittery bits, so I just love these, and like the vase looks really good because it was quite big, quite practical, and with a nice clock. That was one that I was really tempted by. If I didn't have my own clock, I would have actually got that myself, and I may possibly do in the future. They had quite a few bits that I thought were a little bit too much for me, like some of the fake flowers were a little bit too fake, so it didn't really do it for me. But everyone has their own opinions. I did like these succulents, but again, they were just too fake for me, but I loved the packaging of them. These little stools I am so obsessed with. I really want something like this because my spinning chair in my room actually broke, but they're a little bit too short, I think. And then I love all these little storage options, like the little shelving units and the little bits you can hang your keys on, and this is like a little plate that you can put things on too, and I think they're super practical. They had so many clocks. Like, I think I've got about 5 clips in this video showing you guys clocks. So I feel like one of the best things about this store is the amount of variation they've got. So as you can see in the clocks, they have such a big variation to suit all different styles and different people and what they kind of want. I thought these presents were really cute. I'm kind of really into all the Christmas lights and 3D designs and that kind of thing this year. And then I really like this little pot here, which is, it just reminds me of my brush holders on my desk with the white pattern with the kind of see-through effect on part of it. And then the lighting I got too, and I think this will be super useful in my room. There's so many that I really liked, but the studio lights here had to be my favourite. I thought they looked really nice, but I don't think I'll be getting one just because they are very pricey and they don't actually give off that much light. It's more of a visual thing than an actual practical part of it. But they had so many nice different ones. I also really like the LED circle floor lamp. I think they looked really nice. And then it's kind of more decoration, and it kind of reminded me of like really Christmas grottos did this, but the Paris Eiffel Tower lamp looked so cute. And they had one very similar, but it was just kind of like a circle swirling one, which I thought was nice as well. And then I kind of move on to more of the artwork in the store, and they had some nice pieces. I quite like the sunset one, and then they've got kind of things for everyone, I think, like a load of different variation. So this had to be one of my favourite ones, which is the black and white London one with the red telephone box. I love things like that, especially like the little bridge one with all the scenery. You can see all the buildings behind. I love things like that, like the New York scenery and all that kind of thing. They're like the kind of things that I'm really into with like paintings and all that. They had some also quite Christmassy ones, and they had ones that lit up as well, like this penguin one here lights up, and so does a robin one. So they had some more creative ones, a lot more like expensive ones too. I like the nature ones, like the deer one there I quite like. I also quite like the quote paintings too, because I feel like they're quite inspirational and quite motivational, and I really like them. They had some more funny ones as well, and some more practical storage ones. So there was this circular shelf one that I really liked, but again, I just don't know where I'd put it on my wall. I don't think I'd have the space for it. They do have some quite abstract pieces too that aren't really to my taste, but everyone has their own taste, and I'm sure some people will really love them out there, but I just don't think they go with my vibe of my room. I moved on to the mirrors, and oh my gosh, I love the mirror section. There's so many different ones that I wanted to buy. I feel like I don't really have enough mirrors in my room. I've got my main one and then one on my wardrobe, but that's about it. But they had some really nice ones. I quite like the circular black one there because I feel like it's got quite a clean finish. It looks really nice and it's not too big. And then I moved on to the kind of practical homeware kind of part. So this was so cool because I had such a big range. They had more vintage ones to more modern ones. They had toasters, kettles, all things like that. And again, they're a lot cheaper than you get them in a lot of the stores. I love mugs, and I want to show you guys a few of the mugs that I saw at the same time too. So these ones were more mugs for me, so they seemed a bit more classy, a bit more just kind of my vibe, if that makes sense. And then I moved on to these photo frames, and I'm obsessed with the outlining of them and the outer edge and the design of them. So for stationery, I quite like this because I feel like I always shop in the same stores all the time for stationery. So looking at all the calendars and things like that was quite good because it was so different and they had different designs, which is quite refreshing. I then looked at some other bits of art and craft stuff, and I actually got myself one of these metal art scratch kits because I used to use these as a child, and now I'm kind of obsessed because I love doing things like that. It's very, very stress relieving, I think. So I actually got 3 for £1 there. And then washi tape, I was so close to buying these, but I don't think I'd use them for anything. I just love the idea of them and like the different colours and all that. And then I was looking at the tissue paper because I really wanted to make people Christmas hampers for Christmas and that kind of thing. And I think tissue paper would be really, really good for that, but I didn't actually end up buying any. We moved on to look at doormats because we actually needed a new doormat at this point. So one of my favourites was the welcome one there because I thought it just looked really nice, really classy. And then I also quite like the Christmas ones because I just think it really makes it a lot more festive. And the sparkle all the way one, I think it's quite a subtle Christmas vibe, but it's still pretty obvious that it's Christmas. And then all the Christmas lights, the fairy lights, it's one of my favourite parts of Christmas. And like I said before, they've got so many different animal themed things at the moment. Like I don't think I've seen fairy lights that animal themed before until this year, but I prefer the more basic ones if I'm honest. Then hot water bottle, I had to include that because it looked so nice. It's a fleece covered one with a star lining. You can then get quite a lot of different storage options here, which I live by these boxes. We have tons of these boxes in the attic just for storing things. Then there's the more aesthetically pleasing storage things, so the prettier boxes and the smaller boxes with nicer designs on them. So these are more for like your bedroom storage, I think. So the grey and white stars one I actually really, really liked and I was tempted by. I just don't know where I'd put it, which is always my issue. But these shelves here are quite like the ones that I've got in my desk. If you've not seen it, make sure you check out my desk top, which shows you all my desk storage. But this 10-pack of storage boxes looks so, so good. It has a variety of different sizes and shapes of boxes, and it's amazing for storage. Then I just kind of briefly skipped over the masks and hand sanitizer and hygiene products and all that kind of thing, and then into kind of medication and hair products. So this section is quite bath based, and I quite liked it too because these are different kind of brands that I've seen before. So these are the Soap Story ones, and I really like them. They have a variety of different bath bombs, bath soaps, bath crumbles, things like that, and I think they looked really cool, and I really do want to try them because I love trying new brands of bath products, so I think it'd be really cool. I then went on to more kind of house decor, and I love these candle holders here, and the hearts that are linked together look really cool too. I think some bits are a little bit random, but you can get some real winners here too. Like some of the decor just looks incredible. I was really drawn to this vase here because it's got quite a strange effect with the kind of like a wood, like an actual forest effect, and it looks quite dark, and I really like it. So some of these signs I just loved. I thought they were really cute and just really festive and just happy. And you can make your own stockings where you design your own stocking. And then there's also a variation of other stockings you can choose for. The reindeer one I thought was adorable, but I love the sparkly ones because sparkles, I just love them so much. And then you can get the massive Christmas sacks to put all the toys and presents in as well at the top. So I didn't spend too long looking at Christmas tree decorations because we have so many, and I really don't want to buy too many more. But they did have some really, really nice ones here, and they did have some really different ones that I've never seen before. I really like the colour schemes they were going for, if I'm honest. And then I moved on to the kind of bedding section. So these are kind of throws. So these are all the throws and duvets and things like that. These were so cozy, soft and fluffy, and honestly they were so nice. They had the teddy fleece ones too. So I had a big section of blankets in a load of different colours, which are all so soft, not too expensive, and just really fluffy and cozy. They also had a big selection of fleeced blankets, fleeced throws, and just fleeced bedding, and this is the kind of bedding that I used to have, and I loved it. It was the comfiest thing ever. It just gets really hot on a night. And they had so many different duvet sets and cover sets. I used to have the marble one up in the top right, but I don't anymore. Then all the cushions and the pillows. I really like the elephant one there and the black one in the top right, but my favourite cushion, slash pillow that I saw when I was at the range had to be the one with a quote on of where you can be anything in the world, be kind, because that was one of Caroline Flack's quotes, and I really liked that. I also love the ones with the more simple statements, just like love and things like that, because I think they look really nice. They also had a load of beanbags, and the pink fluffy one looks honestly like heaven. It looks so cozy. So this is when I got a little bit excited over tinsel, but the colours in these tinsels I thought were honestly amazing. They were so soft and quite like thin with the strands of tinsel, and the colours were just insane. They looked so cool, and I really do need some more tinsel, because I feel like I've not bought some in so long. So all the stuff we've got is really old, but I love all the little decorations that I've got that are like made out of tinsel, because I think that's super creative and it looks really cute too. These are the window stickers, and we get these every single year. We always use window stickers, and they're just one of my favourite things about Christmas and Halloween and all that kind of thing, the festive periods. So the next part of my shop was actually quite surprising to me, because I didn't realise that they actually had Christmas trees at the range, but they had such a variety, so many different sizes, so many different colours, and I thought they were really cool, and it was quite good as well because you got to see them in person and not just in boxes. So I also had a quick look at the game section, because this is one of my favourite parts of Christmas, and then I quickly looked at some of the storage. So some of the storage boxes and things like that, because this is something that I've been after for my room for a while. I've just not decided on one yet, because they're quite expensive. Then there was a massive section just for Christmas lights, and trust me, I spent a long time here, and it was just the cutest thing in the world. It was like a little Christmas grotto as you walked in. They had icicles hanging above you and noises and different decorations, and it just, honestly, it was unreal. It was so gorgeous. It just felt so magical inside there, and you could see all the different lights on display, all the different musical ornaments playing. I really like the white blossom tree too. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. That is it from me for today. I haven't been to the range in a while, and I actually really enjoyed it, and I probably will be going a lot more in the future. So if this goes down well, we may have more hauls and come shop with me's from the range, so do let me know in the comments down below. But that is it from me for today. So thank you so much guys for the support, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.